Hey guys, check it out. We got the cool nerfy Sembylon Victor here. Now look at that. I mean, in the hands, it looks really, really great. And now I know a lot of you guys want to see shooting video right out of the gate, so let's go hop right to it. Now, out of the gate, guys, you're gonna see here, this is only shooting at 3.7 volts, or 3.7 volts to shoot. So, I mean, it's coming in at like 40 to 50 FPS. And that is super disappointing. I'm gonna tell you right now, you could see, I mean, it is barely knocking over some of the stuff, if making it there at all. So, you know, that is something I had to get right out of the gate, is this is only 3.7 volts. Most Nerf blasters are 6 volts, which are shooting roughly about 60 to 70. So I was like, oh man, super disappointing. And now you're also gonna notice, I tried the darts that came along with this, and I had some issues with feeding. On other ones, it didn't want to feed at all. It was very rare I can get a full mag out and shoot. And I even tried shooting with the classic DZP darts, half length, the AFPs, and man, it just was not that great, like at all. I couldn't even get those things to shoot sometimes, and I think it's because of this the lackluster of power out of this thing. But there you go. Go back and watch it if you want to. Again, this is not going to knock anybody's socks off, you know, by any means. And usually I'm pretty, like, super pumped about blasters, but this, I was like, right when I saw the battery, I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm going to throw it up here. I was like, 3.7 volts? You got to be kidding me. So I'm hoping to maybe bump this thing up to something more. I don't know what this thing can take or what's inside, but I was like, man, if it was at least 7.4 volts, maybe 9.6, this thing would rock, but it just is so lacking with that battery here. But it does come along with a lot of stuff here in the package. So you can see, I mean, it comes along with the blaster itself, comes along with the front, kind of a fake cocking rod, one mag, a double kind of barrel system, depending on which one you want to use, a nice suppressor, and a ton of front attachments out there. And first off, you know, guys, man, it is hot out here in XFox Studios here. I think it's about 93 here in Washington. It's probably like 110 inside my little studio here. Whoo, it is hot. But let's look at this thing in the hands. It looks good and it feels good. I mean, just the size of it is great. I mean, look at that. It looks really, really good. It does have the cool collapsible stock here, so you can just, you know, push the kind of the tab right there over the side. It goes over and it locks into place, so you can run around with it, you know, kind of a little more subcompact there. And to bring it back, you just pull it back, clicks into place, and is ready to go. I think that is cool for sure. The mag release is kind of cool. It's just kind of a press in, so you just press it in, drops out, comes back in, and yeah, it is on both sides, which I thought was kind of cool. I wasn't sure if you push it at first or you push it down and in. So you got to push it down and in. Now, the mags on this is what everybody wants to know. So these mags, we pull this up here, you think it would be compatible with the classic Talon slanted mags, and unfortunately, they are not. They're very, very close. I'll give you that. They're very, very close, but it's about a millimeter to maybe 2 or 3 millimeters smaller than the classic mag. And the top lips are more in line than the Talon mags that kind of push out a little bit. These are just more in line. I did try the mag from the Sembylon here, or the Valkyrie, but it just didn't fit, right? That one's angled the actual different way. So these mags are, as far as I'm aware, only to this particular model, which I'm like, oh my gosh. This does have the classic Rev Trigger down here and the classic trigger up top. So you do have both of those. And that's kind of your classic. And you guys, I mean, you could hear it. Yeah, it takes a while to rev up. It does have kind of a fake slide, you know, mechanism over here. You can almost not even put that in. It just pops right off. Now, the front, it did come with 2 barrels. So it did have a smaller barrel with the orange tip. And it does have a barrel which you can attach the kind of this, you know, fake suppressor on here, which I think looks kind of cool. But you can kind of pick and choose. Unfortunately, the orange tipped one does not fit with it on there, of course. And the attachments are cool. You have the aim point, which is nice. You do have the red dots, or the red dot laser, which actually works. You actually have the scope, which actually works. A couple iron sights and so forth. But man, you know, you guys, this thing, it looks cool again in the hands, but only coming in at 3.7 volts. This is so lacking in power. That's what kind of drove me crazy about it, is I'm just like, man, I need more. 45 FPS. I mean, our Bungie blasters right here, XFB1, shoots harder. And I'm like, I can beat you with one of those, outdistance you, and actually out-accuracy you on this thing with one of those comparison to this. Now, where does this thing shine? This thing shines from the mod ability. I think that's what people are going to do with this. I don't know inside yet. I have not opened this thing up, but I envision people will, you know, probably mod this thing quite heavy because I think it looks great and is a definitely good platform. I'm assuming someone's going to mod it down here for Talon mags. That would be sweet. But yeah, I mean, I think it's the mod ability. I don't know if, I mean, I guess I'll put a link down in the description just in case somebody wants. I was undecided because there's not a lot of blasters where I'm like, guys, this is just not good. You know, I rarely see 3.7 volt blasters. Rarely when you pay this kind of price for something like this. But I don't know, guys. This is my quick review on it. I didn't want to dig too deep because I was like, look, once you guys see the shooting, once you guys hear about the mag and the actual 3.7 volts, you guys will be like, oh, yeah. So that is my 2 cents on this. Let me know what you guys think. Leave it down in the comments. Thanks again, Fox fans. Whew.